What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So this right here, this is the vanilla Galaxy S22. It's not the Plus and it's definitely not the Ultra. And you see the title down below, why I switched to the Samsung Galaxy S22. And you're gonna ask me, what device did I switch from? Well, I switched from the S22 Ultra. And now your next question is probably going to be, wait, you're crazy. Why are you switching? That's a downgrade. Why are you switching from the S20 Ultra to the vanilla S22? Well, a couple of disclaimers here. The first one is, it's not too much of a downgrade. And number two, not everyone is going to do this. This is not a normal thing, but I want to share my experience of why I switched. And number three is that I'm consistently reviewing devices. And for me to review devices, I kind of have to switch and test them out. So I switched to the Galaxy S22 and I have my thoughts, some serious thoughts, and why I wanted to switch to this as my main daily driver. So that's really it. But I've been able to have this type of opportunity thanks to you guys. You guys have been supporting the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting down below, and I've been able to test out these devices. And also, just as a heads up, this right here, for those that ask about wallpapers, this is a wallpaper pack that I made. I'm working on a bunch of other wallpapers. Those will be dropping in the near future. But if you want to support the channel, this wallpaper pack, it's called Dots. I'll be leaving the link in the description down below. But without further delay, let's dive right in. So for me, the biggest reason why I decided to switch to the vanilla Galaxy S22 is this design and size. I mean, just look at this design. I think Samsung nailed it with their S22 flagship. They kind of took the S21 series, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of method. They really just refined this to a really good device. It's not made out of plastic. It's finally got a glass back. Granted, the S21 was able to, wireless charge, but it had a glass stick. It was like coated in plastic, but this is a glass back. It's a matte finish. This green color is my absolute favorite of the S22 lineup. And it's more kind of squared off like the new iPhone 12, iPhone 13 series. And I really do like it. This is probably one of my most favorite slabs of glass. One of my favorite modern slabs of glass designs, especially in 2022. We're not talking about foldables, we're not talking about unique ones, just a slab of glass. This one probably looks the absolute best. And that's really why I decided to switch, because of this design and size. It's really compact at 6.1. It's a 0.01 or 0.1 inch downgrade from 6.2 with the Galaxy S21 to a 6.1 inch display with the Galaxy S22. But if you take a look at the design, it's symmetrical from top to bottom. It's got uniform bezels, and that's what I like. This is as compact as you can get with this size of a display. This fits really snug in the hand. It's not the largest device, but it's not the absolute smallest device, maybe like an iPhone 13 mini that a lot of people may not like. There are some, like myself, that absolutely love the mini size, but for most people, I think this is like the sweet spot. 6.1 inches, 5.8 to 6.1 is the sweet spot for most people. And this design and feel of the phone fits really snug in the hand. It's very premium, and it doesn't really break the bank. It doesn't pass a grand unless you put on accessories and all those types of things. But let me tell you that you definitely try this out before you go out and purchase it. Hold it in your hand, see how it feels in your hand. I can guarantee you're going to really like this design and feel. It's very premium, and if it's really snug in the hand. And from the front to the sides and to the back, Samsung did a really great job. And if you ever do come across this video, Samsung, please, continue this. This is probably one of my favorite Android phones. A lot of people may say that the S22s are the iPhones of Android, and while that's a different video topic, it's very debatable. I kind of understand why many people would agree to that this S22 may be the iPhone of Android. I mean, I can just sit down here and look at this device all day. It's a really good refinement from the S21, and I think you'll like it. Another reason why I switched to this is display. Now you're probably thinking, well, come on, man, you're switching from the S22 Ultra. That's a Quad HD 120 Hz LTPO display and blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, I get it. I get it. It has, a refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz. I know it has a peak brightness of 1750 nits. I know it has a Quad HD display and all that stuff. However, this is still a Samsung panel. This is still a Samsung panel and it performs like a champ. It's not like I'm completely switching from Samsung to another device. I'm switching from a Samsung to a Samsung. So while it doesn't have LTPO from 1 Hz to 120 Hz, it still has 48 Hz to 120 Hz. And in day-to-day use, you won't notice the difference. It doesn't have Quad HD. Again, in day-to-day use, you won't notice the difference. In fact, on my S22 Ultra, my settings were I never changed up to Quad HD. They stay put at 1080, 120 Hz. So you won't notice the difference. You're not missing out too much. Peak brightness here, 1350. It still gets really bright outdoors. It's really visible outdoors and competes with the S22 Ultra. I think Samsung really nailed it in the park when you're viewing outdoors with their S22 lineup. You're not getting 1750, but come on, I mean, it's at that point, it doesn't really, if it gets visible outdoors, if I can read it, I don't care if it's 1200 nits, I don't care if it's 2000 nits at this point. I'd have to really nitpick at that, and I'm not really too nitpicky about that type of situation. I'm not losing it, I'm really not. And in fact, many might argue that I'm actually making a good choice by not really downgrading, but upgrading, because this is a flat display. That's right. Many consumers don't like curved displays. While I have perfectly no issue with curved displays, and that wasn't a reason why I wanted to switch back to the S22, there are those who might say, hey, that's an upgrade for me, switching from a curved to a flat, because there's a bunch of accented touches. I've never come across accented touches with the Galaxy S22 Ultra, but just having this flat, uniform, symmetrical display, Samsung, keep this up. This is a really good design, really good displays. Samsung, keep it up, please. I know many of Samsung reps, they watch a bunch of other YouTube videos about their devices to get feedback. And if you ever come across this video, please keep this up. And I know you guys are having strong sales with this, and I see why you're having strong sales with the Galaxy S22, because it's a really good device. And that about wraps up this video. So there's going to be a lot of downsides with devices. No device is perfect. One might have amazing cameras, but the battery might be garbage. One might have amazing battery life, but the camera might be garbage. One might have everything, all around really good battery life, good cameras, good everything, but a bad display. Or good everything, including display, but a really high price that a lot just would not want to, give for that device. Nonetheless, this is probably the all-round perfect device for many out there. Sales figures are showing that the S22 Ultra has been performing the best out of the bunch, and I see why. And I'm thinking the next device that's selling the best after the S22 Ultra in that lineup is the vanilla S22. That's just my assumption at that point. But for most people, this is the perfect device that's going to compete with the iPhone 13 and the upcoming iPhone 14. I would definitely recommend checking out this device if you're looking to switch to Android and try out something new. It's really easy and straightforward to use. But that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video, because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. Anyway, that's been it from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.